Hello and welcome back to Euro Football Daily, where we've grabbed our crystal ball and come up with 10 transfers that could happen this summer. 10. Ousmane Dembélé. With numerous rumours flying over the new camp regarding the players coming in and going out, it's unsurprising our listicle starts in Catalonia. The man in question, Ousmane Dembélé. Speculation has surrounded the 22-year-old who struggled to recreate the spectacular form he found while playing for Borussia Dortmund in Barcelona. Injury has plagued his time in La Liga, making just 32 league starts over the last 2 seasons. Despite contributing 8 goals and 5 assists over the 18-19 campaign, at times it's looked like his confidence has taken a hit. The World Cup winner has been linked with a move to Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, a long-time admirer since the forward's time in Rennes. Barcelona have claimed that there is still a future for the £97 million player. However, with some even bigger transfers to fund, selling the youngster might be the only way to recoup the cash they need. Valued by the CIS between 90 and 120 million euros, Liverpool will be looking at another hefty summer billing. But if Dembélé can recreate the form that saw him score 6 and create 12 goals in his debut season in the Bundesliga, he would be a lethal addition to the Liverpool attack that might very well have Guardiola quaking in his boots. 9. Nicolo Zaniolo. Before we move on, if you're not a member of the FD squad, make sure you hit the subscriber button as displayed on the screen up top, as well as the notification bell. Let's go. Maurizio Sarri has touched down in Italy after leaving Chelsea to handle their transfer ban in favour of the old lady, where no doubt he'll be able to spend big. Juventus sporting director Fabio Paratici is keen to strengthen the midfield, and Nicolo Zaniolo joins Paul Pogba and Jorginho on his shopping list. Napoli and Tottenham are also reportedly keen on signing the 19-year-old, who had an impressive debut season with Roma in 18-19. The teenager predominantly plays as a trequarista, meaning an advanced playmaker, but can also be deployed deeper in midfield as well as on the right flank, making him an exciting tool for a tactician like Sarri. However, after reaping the benefits from the sale of Alisson Becker for €70 million, Roma have set the standard very high for the in-demand playmaker. According to Sky Sports, the Giallorossi have slapped a €70 million price tag on Zaniolo, which could make the sale less likely. Having said goodbye to club legends Totti and De Rossi, they may struggle to attract suitable replacements without a Champions League spot next season. This might dampen the hopes for any Zaniolo admirers, or at the very least, drive his price up. 8. Paul Pogba. It could be another painful season for Manchester United as club captain Paul Pogba's future doesn't seem to be in the northwest. The Red Devils' best outfield player admitted that it would be a good time for a new challenge somewhere else. Since he rejoined Manchester United, no one has been involved in more goals, averaged more key passes, dribbles, or shots per 90 minutes. Yet the World Cup winner has still been consistently criticised by the United fans. Add that lack of recognition to the fact United are missing out on Champions League football, and it's easy to understand why Pogba is pushing for a move out of England. Calcio Mercato are claiming that a switch to his previous club Juventus is Pogba's top choice, and Juve's sporting director Fabio Paratici has admitted there's still a lot of love for the Frenchman in Turin. Zidane is also a long-term admirer of the midfielder, and Real Madrid are in every transfer race going at current, but reports suggest the old lady are confident he'll be donning the black and white next season. 7. Kieran Tierney. The window is already looking pretty bleak for Gooners, as Arsenal have both a limited budget and a number of holes to fill this summer. However, we can offer some positive news in the shape of Celtic's Kieran Tierney. Unai Emery has targeted a 22-year-old as a replacement for the ageing Nacho Monreal. With his ability to play in multiple positions, a good fit for the Gunners, given they'll still be without Hector Bellerin at the start of next season. Celtic are after around £25 million for Tierney, who has won 3 back-to-back trebles with Celtic, and with Arsenal desperate to improve their backline, the impressive youngster could be an ideal fit. Arsenal have reportedly proposed an opening offer of £15 million, which I find pretty derisory. After Emery managed to convince the board he'd be a shrewd signing, not sure what he needed to convince them of. Celtic are apparently looking for a figure closer to £25 million, which is extremely fair in my objective opinion, but the Gunners are confident a deal can be done for cheaper. And the good news doesn't stop there. The Express are reporting that the Gunners are hoping to offload the outcasted but somehow still on the books Carl Jenkinson as part of the deal. End it. 6. Leroy Sane. At just 23 years old, Leroy Sane has already collected 2 Premier League titles, an FA Cup winners' medal, 2 League Cups and a Community Shield at Manchester City, where he's arguably best positioned to battle for European success next term. However, on the hunt for a wide man to replace the legendary Robin and Ribéry, Leroy Sane has reached the top of Bayern Munich's wish list. Club captain Manuel Neuer has joined Leon Goretzka, Joshua Kimmich and Nicolas Süle in trying to convince the Manchester City forward to join Bayern, and club president Uli Hoeneß has publicly expressed the Bavarians' interest in signing him. Most recently, Robert Lewandowski has added to the calls to bring the German to the bully, saying the players are now very much looking forward to Sane's signing. Pep Guardiola might be less than enamoured with Lever's comments, but having only notched up 4 Champions League starts and 21 in the Prem last campaign, Sane might very well be pushing for a flight back to his homeland. 5. Giovani Lo Celso. Giovani Lo Celso has had an outstanding season for El Betis. Unfortunately for the La Liga side, it doesn't look like he'll be playing in the green and white next season. Tottenham fans will be hoping that a switch to White Hart Lane materialises in the coming weeks ahead of talks for a big money move. Mauricio Pochettino is reportedly keen to sign the central midfielder, with his resources this season slim once Harry Winks picked up an injury. Manchester United are already reported as interested. Shock, should they bid farewell to Paul Pogba this window? Lo Celso is believed to favour a move to North London as he's keen to play under Pochettino. The Spurs boss is said to be keen to push the deal through, having already informally spoken to his fellow countrymen. Pretty sure that's called tapping up. According to newspaper The Eye, Real Betis fitness coach and former Tottenham employee Marco Alvarez has allegedly recommended the Lily Whites to the midfielder too, who would be Spurs' first signing since the acquisition of Lucas Moura. When questioned, Lo Celso has stated there's nothing new about Tottenham, so it looks like we'll have to wait for the Argentinian's involvement in the Copa America to end before his transfer progresses. 4. Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku waits in between Paul Pogba and Alexis Sanchez on Manchester United's list of players queuing up to leave Old Trafford this window. Much like his teammates, Lukaku's transfer to the Red Devils has had its peaks and troughs. In his first season, he netted 27 times, but struggled to keep his place in the starting lineup under Solskjaer, scoring just 15 goals last season. Antonio Conte is offering the Belgian striker a possible exit route, hoping to sign him at Inter Milan. The Italian coach is a long-term admirer of the ex-Evertonian, having previously tried to sign him while at Chelsea. However, the transfer is resting on the shoulders of international number 9 Mauro Icardi, who is desperate to leave the San Siro following his turbulent season, yo-yoing from the first team and reserve training sessions. Conte is keen to sign Lukaku as the Argentinian's replacement, but whether or not anyone will risk spending £60 million needed to prize away Icardi and his questionable attitude is up for debate. 3. Philippe Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho's £142 million to the Nou Camp has not gone as smoothly as we expected. Swapping superstar status at Liverpool for the competitive landscape of Messi's Barcelona has left him with just 38 La Liga starts in 1.5 seasons and a career low of 5 goals in the league this term. He might be slightly out of form and favouring Catalonia, but he's still gaining some traction in the transfer window. The 27-year-old has been linked with switches to Chelsea, PSG and Manchester United, with Coutinho's comments during the Copa America adding fuel to the fire, as he said he didn't know where his future lay. The CIES valued the Brazilian somewhere between 120 and 150 million euros. With the transfer ban upheld in West London, the Blues are ruled out of the race for his signature. A move to Manchester United would burn his ties with Liverpool, but it's not out of the question given their need for divine intervention next season. But unsurprisingly, PSG is the most likely destination. Rumours claim that Barcelona are desperate to land €265 million Neymar and could pay a large chunk of that by offering up the number 7. If a swap could be engineered, it'd be the move off the window and give 2 Brazilian best mates a chance to improve next season. 2. Kylian Mbappe. PSG superstar Kylian Mbappe has been linked with a move away from the Parc des Princes this summer after he dropped a bombshell while accepting the League and Player of the Year award. The 20-year-old, who scored a league-topping 32 goals and 7 assists in just 28 games, surprised the audience that included his manager Thomas Tuchel by stating that it is now the moment to have more responsibilities, maybe at PSG or elsewhere with a new project. Ballsy. Since, the World Cup winner has been linked with a move to Liverpool and Real Madrid as they search for firepower up front this window. Valued by the CIES at over €250 million and contracted until 2022, it would take serious money to prize the Prince out of Paris. But already making noises that he's looking at a future away from Ligue 1, a move in the future remains on the table. 1. Neymar Jr. Neymar is no stranger to the transfer rumour mill, but this year the story seemed to hold a little bit more legitimacy than years gone by. Once again, the 27-year-old has been linked with a move away from Paris, where he spent the last 2 years taking on every single person in Ligue 1 and hoovering up trophies. This time it's a return to Barcelona the Brazilian is pining for, having allegedly told PSG owner Nasser Al-Khelaifi that he wants to go back to his house that he should have never left. This development comes after L'Equipe reported that PSG would be open to selling their star man if the fee was big enough, and following the news that Al-Khelaifi would not be tolerating any more celebrity behaviour in the dressing room. At last, it seems that the Parisians might have grown bored of Neymar's antics and would be willing to sell for a reported €265 million. With Barcelona's most recent acquisitions failing to live up to expectations, we could be about to see Neymar beat his own record fee this summer. What do you guys think? Have we missed any? Let us know in the comments below, and who knows, maybe we'll do a part 2. So that's it for another Euro Football Daily video, guys. Go and check out the great ones that are displayed on screen right now. They won't disappoint, we assure you of that. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.